Coming up, have you got your FAFSA filled out? If not, we'll tell you how to get your money.
Plus, Zumba is taking over Weber State by storm. See why everyone is living La Vida Zumba.
And we'll tell you when the Big Sky Track and Field Championship is. Weber State News starts now. Welcome to Weber State News. I'm Nick Nava.
And I'm Justin Tafoya. The Big Sky Conference Championship, Track and Field Championships are this weekend. The Wildcats men and women's track teams will both be in action. The Wildcats are sending fewer athletes to the championships than normal. But despite the low numbers, the coaches think they're ready.
It could be one of any 5 teams that win the championship, and fortunately we're one of those 5 teams.
Well, it's always Big Sky Conference championships are always what we kind of work towards, and they're exciting and they're fun. They're a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's what we train for and what we get ready for.
Both teams hope to place in the top 3 at the indoor championships and improve on that in the outdoor. Events begin this evening at 4:30 p.m. at the Holt Arena in Pocatello, Idaho.
Weber State students hosted the annual Utah Undergraduate Research Conference. John Caple reports.
Those involved in the undergraduate research project were able to mingle with students from 9 Utah universities. Research findings were displayed on elaborate posters in the ballrooms on the second level of the Student Union. Weber State's Jonathan Hansen and team members researched the possibilities of using biofuel more efficiently.
The heart of the project is that we can take glycerol and reuse it in biodiesel synthesis. So you increase the yield of the biodiesel and you decrease the waste.
Nutrition has been a hot topic lately. Weber State students did an analysis on protein-based diets.
For better understanding of how we should cater diets for people who have disease, or just in our everyday lives understanding how we should be better consuming our nutrients intakes.
This was the 5th annual meeting of UCUR, a statewide event and a large turnout.
We have 450 students and faculty members from 9 institutions.
Part of the requirement is an oral presentation. Each team is given 15 minutes to describe their research. These aspiring mathematicians explained the orbital properties of the planets in our solar system. This project was much larger than either one of them anticipated.
To work on it together, we kind of kept each other working on it, otherwise we'd have both given up.
Formulas, constants, and variables, oh my!
We put them all together to prove that there was no energy loss in the system.
That's good news. And the bottom line?
That keeps us in the one ellipse that we have been in for thousands of years and will continue to be in.
For Weber State News, I'm John Caple.
Weber State will be hosting INCUR, the National Undergraduate Research Conference, in 2012.
If you haven't filed your taxes or your free application for federal aid, often referred to as FAFSA, then you are in luck. Weber State University is offering tax filing, financial aid information, and assistance submitting your 2011-2012 FAFSA over at the Elizabeth Hall Building, room 220. They will be there to help from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Saturday, February 26th.
A new class at Weber State is giving pre-medical students a taste of what it's like to be a doctor. Dan Rabe tells us what it's all about.
The class is called Your Life in Medicine. It's taught by local medical doctors who impart their wisdom from years in the field. The class focuses on the working lives of doctors, how they work, issues they face, and how they balance work and family. The class is taught by working physicians in many different fields. Dr. Robert Mosinger is an ear, nose, and throat surgeon. He is one of those doctors.
I mean, the one thing in medical school is, so much of, at least the first 2 years, is just hardcore science. And any exposure that you get to patients and to activities that doctors actually do, you just crave that.
The students in the class come from many different majors. Most are planning on medical school. The class was created by Professor Barb Trask, who modeled the class after one offered at BYU. Trask designed the class with Dr. Mosinger and Dr. David Goff, who are local surgeons.
Working with them, we designed what we think is a course that will provide some valuable insight to the pre-medical students here, or anybody actually who's interested in maybe becoming a physician.
Mitch Cooney is a student in the class.
Experience and personal information from the physicians. They've been able to talk about some different ethical concerns that they have personally. Today's lesson was on how many hours per week they spend working, and just a breakdown of what those hours entail.
For Weber State News, I'm Dan Rabe.
This pre-med class is open to people of any major. It is cross-listed under zoology, microbiology, and chemistry. Well, it's been pretty cold lately.
Well, that's what's crazy about it.
Yeah.
Now it's cold. A week ago it was warm.
Yeah.
What's going to happen next?
Who could ever guess, you know?
Let's go to John and see how the weather's going to show up.
Absolutely.
In the next few days.
John?
Well, don't be putting away your snow shovels just yet, because we've got a winter storm warning from now through Saturday afternoon. Accumulation of 4 to 8 inches on the valley floors and a lot more up top, which is good news for the skiers and the snowboarders. And what's causing all this problem is we've got a big storm front that rolled down out of Alaska across northern California and is heading right for Utah, right on through the Midwest into the Great Lakes region. This high pressure system will bounce back and forth and kind of control it out the middle of the country. But the good news is that with 40-degree temperatures during the daytime, we're going to get rain mostly out of this moisture-packed storm coming at us. But in the night, when it hits down into the 20s, then we're going to have some problems with some snow and other ice conditions that'll cause us some driving difficulties. Our 7-day forecast is looking for snow on Friday and Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we could see some sunshine, but the accumulation of moisture continuing through the week. So have a good one. Spring's not quite here yet.
Thanks, John. It looks like we're going to have to get ready for some slick roads coming up. The Union Ballroom was full of sensual dance movements, Latin music, and pink and white balloons on Wednesday night. Kiersten Voorhees braved the dance floor.
This week, Weber State University hosted a Zumbathon in recognition of American Heart Month.
Okay, Zumba is a fitness program that is based on Latin dance.
The class is basically a dance party where you can go burn up to 800 calories in an hour.
It's an exercise, but it's not boring, it's fun.
With a gym full of about 100 girls and only 3 guys, students and members from the community joined the party and ditched the workout.
So I came to Zumba tonight to have fun and dance around. You can just act silly and have fun and exercise.
For Weber State News, I'm Kiersten Voorhees.
75% of all proceeds from the Zumbathon were donated to the American Heart Association.
From old school hip hop classics, You Be Illin', It's Tricky, and Walk This Way, to preaching the good word, Run of 1980s rap group Run DMC visited Weber State's campus recently as a convocation speaker.
One day, just because Rev Run got a collar, don't mean I can't make $1. Y'all holla.
Rev Run, the famous rapper of the group Run DMC, visited Weber State University.
From Run to Reverend Run. It was really an easy transition because you can see I got the white collar and I'm Rev, but you see the Adidas on my feet, so there's the Run.
Rev shared his personal thoughts about memories of his former rap group, his new show with MTV, and life in general.
The transition was easy because I became focused on making a better life for myself, which took me to spirituality, and then I became focused that this is going to be the coolest thing ever. But at the end of the day, you know, just my message is to inspire people to do the right thing without being preachy.
Rev Run, that's awesome. What do you know about Rev Run, John?
Actually, nothing.
Well, what about you?
Well, I know that one of the best songs was You Walk This Way, you know, coinciding with Aerosmith back in '86, and it turned out to be pretty good.
That's awesome. Yeah. I know that song is listed as one of the greatest songs of all time, too.
Yeah, and even made it better when it came to Run DMC, you know, going into the mix of that as well.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching Weber State News. Don't forget, you can watch all of our newscasts, sportscasts, and Studio 76 on our website. Have you seen the tech show, by the way?
Absolutely, I have.
It's going
It's a really good show. Absolutely.
Make sure to check out www.weberstatenews.org. We'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Justin Tafoya.
And I'm Nick Nava. Take care.